Georgia's Republican-controlled state elections board voted this week to give local officials new powers over the certification of election results. Now, the move could potentially delay or derail the certification of those results. In 2020, then-candidate Joe Biden flipped Georgia, defeating former President Trump by nearly 12,000 votes. Now, Mr. Trump's infamous phone call to the Georgia Secretary of State looking to find the number of votes needed to win the state then led to this ongoing criminal investigation into alleged election interference. For more on this, we're joined by NBC News senior reporter Jane Timm. Jane, good to have you with us. So the state election board voted 3-2 to define the certification of election results. There was this 9-hour board meeting this week. Walk us through what's going on here. What is it these rules say? Yeah, so, certification of election results is typically a ministerial process where essentially they check the numbers. They check the registration tallies, the vote tallies, the precinct tallies, a little bit like balancing your checkbook, for those of us who remember how to do that. Now, they say that they defined in the election code, this board, the certification of election results as to attest after reasonable inquiry that the tabulation and canvassing of the election results are complete and accurate, and that the election results are true and accurate accounting of all the votes cast in this election. It all comes down to that reasonable inquiry phrase. What does that mean? There's 159 counties in Georgia that will be thinking about this reasonable inquiry phrase, and they're all going to have different definitions of what that means. The code itself lays out a very specific process, the one I just talked about, checking the numbers. But people and critics of this rule change are very worried that reasonable inquiry will give people who are believing in election conspiracy theories space to investigate, advance, and do that. And this is a 6-day process, certifying an election, 6 to 7 days, depending on when the holidays hit. There isn't a lot of time to do that. And if you miss these deadlines, it mucks up the whole process. And it's going to give a lot of space for these conversations. Especially if it's as close as it was in 2020. Absolutely. Okay, so reasonable inquiry, that sounds like language that might be ripe for a lawsuit. Do we expect to see something like that here? Almost certainly someone's going to challenge this, not just because the law does not talk about this rule, and people have argued that there's no basis in law for this rule, but because we are so close to an election, and people don't like to change election rules that close to an election. Explain to us how Georgia normally certifies election results. Yeah, so really it's about checking the numbers, and then the counties give their results to the state. The state will do things like audits, checking results other ways, randomized risk-limiting audits is what they call them. And then those results go to the federal government for federal races, and the state certifies the results. So that whole process, everything kind of has to work together. I talked to the Secretary of State's office this week, and I said, what happens if people say, oh, we can't do this because we're worried about Dominion voting machines? They said I expect the courts may well get involved in those kinds of processes. We've seen that elsewhere when people have tried not to certify elections. And that's what we think could happen. In other places, state Supreme Courts have gotten involved and said, look, you have to do this. This is your duty. And in Arizona, there are actually 2 county commissioners who are being prosecuted for felonies for delaying the certification of results. Yeah, that's the bottom line. We have seen this in other counties all across the country over the last few years, and there are ramifications when people don't try to certify results, right? Absolutely. We see a checks and balances, but what happens when one county really throws a wrench in the process, we don't know. Because one county can change the results of a congressional race, of a Senate race. These counties are very important, and in Georgia, it's all so close. So this is truly uncharted waters for Georgia, and that's what the Secretary of State told me. They said, look, there's going to be consequences, but we don't know which way this episode is going to go. All right, we know this is going to be a big issue this year. We know you'll stay on top of it. Jane Timm, thank you so much.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.